place here. Today I wanted to go over what's called the 4-part drill. What it's going to do for you is it's going to show you a couple new blocks, especially if you're new to pelling. It fundamentally changed how I fight over the last couple months, and I'm still actually trying to instill what it does into my practice. Basically it's 4 movements. For beginners, if this is your first time actually getting into pelling, I would advise not doing the footwork portion of it, which is going to simply look like this. It's going to be a flat snap, right, into house, okay, which is this block. Stick is pointing up to the sky. Basket is near your face or your cheek or your ear. You can position it however you want to, across your face. Just visualize your opponent's throwing a flat snap at you, and this is a quick way to block it, especially if you have a shorter shield such as this one. That way you keep your leg protected and you can get the headshot blocked. Okay, so that's the first 2 movements. So flat snap into house, okay, flat snap, house. Okay, from there what you're going to do is you're going to go flat snap, house, offside shot, okay? And from there you're going to drop back into what's called tent. Tent is basket up, stick pointing towards the ground, and this is just another way to get that snap or onside shot blocked, while giving you the discipline to give yourself another attack without just using your shield all the time, okay? So again, one smooth motion as you get through it, right? Flat snap, house, offside, tent, flat snap, house, offside, tent. And clearly, as you can see, I still need to practice doing it. It's easy to get lost in the flow of it. What it starts to do, especially for beginners, is it gives you the opportunity to learn to attack after a block, or knowing that you're safe, giving you the opportunity to position the opponent where you want them to be. So, as I was saying, you can, whenever you first engage into a fight, you can throw the flat snap, obviously knowing that your head is now open, and 99.9% of fights always start with the flat snap to the head, to the leg, or something therein. Just knowing that it's going to go, you can leave it open just a little bit as you practice. Just visualize that this area is open. So the 4-part drill comes into flat snap, house, it's now blocked, okay, and then you're throwing the next shot as they're recovering, essentially. I know that sounds a little bit advanced, but it's really not. Just you're opposite, you're throwing an offensive shot, right, and then you're blocking their shot, right, and then it's training your body to automatically trigger fire into your opponent's offside. Now, with this movement, house, you can literally flat snap house. You can go into the armpit, you can go for the offside leg, okay, and then come right back, and you're covered, right? Same thing with tent, but with tent, that brings you back around to the onside side of your opponent. House is to the offside. Tent would be the exact opposite. It comes to the onside, and it's just right. It's super quick, super easy, and it's giving you a defensive capability other than just your shield. Plus, it puts your sword in a position that it's already triggered. Your hips should be cocked and ready to fire from that position. Makes it a little bit faster, makes it a little bit better. This is all stuff that I wish I would have known when I first started out fighting, but instead I didn't. So that's why I'm doing these videos for you, is to just teach you basic things that I've been learning over the last year to make it better for all of us to do. And we're back. Okay. So again, beginner version without footwork. Okay, if you're just starting this out, I would highly recommend that you take the time to practice just this, get it down. As soon as you get it down, then you can start to implement the advanced version. Again, so, okay, find your comfortable footwork or comfortable foot position, guard, however you want to, doesn't matter what shield you have, right? Okay, flat snap, into house, offside, tent, flat snap, house. Right? Now if you want to make it a little bit more fun, and let's say you've gotten used to that, you've progressed through that, and you really want to work on your footwork, kind of where I'm at, is you're going to take a step when you throw that flat snap. You're going to take that step over, flat snap into house, okay? You're going to reposition your feet. From there, you're going to step across, offside, tent, flat snap, back into house, okay? So, step, flat snap, reposition, step, tent, right? You can step with one foot right or left to each side, or if you don't like to bring out that shield leg or your sword leg out and you overexpose it, that's okay too. All you have to do is take your time, step over with your shield leg forward, flat snap it, okay? House, offside, back into tent, back, and then you can disengage. It's limitless on how to do any of this. It's all kind of up to you and how your body moves, how you feel about it, and how you feel about fighting. Everybody moves differently, everybody flows differently, and the cool part about this sport is you get to decide how you move. But the main principles to take away from the 4-part drill is blocking and firing. And again, it doesn't always have to be at the head. In fact, it's probably best advised to not constantly throw at their face piece. Mix it up. Make sure to focus on those long shots that seems like forever to go to get it down into that leg shot, especially from way up high down. Stuff like that. Don't create patterns or anything like that. That'll be for another video. Pell work is notorious for that, to getting you instilled into the same 3 shots, same motions, same movements. And as you become more and more advanced at fighting, that's going to be a hindrance to you. But until that happens, especially if you're new, just focus on getting down the movement of correcting, getting adjusted to making this block really easy, because it feels really awkward, especially for a lot of people at first. That I've noticed it did for me, for sure. Especially being a shield blocker for so long, it really took its toll on me to figure out to just trust, keep my shield locked down. And it's getting to the point now, even at practice, that I'll just keep it down to really focus on blocking those shots this way versus with my shield and getting it out of a position where higher caliber fighters, chivalry, dukes, etc. will want you to put your shield. That's kind of their bread and butter, is they want you to manipulate your shield to a position where they can fire and hit you, or they'll present openings and stuff like that bait you in, which is essentially what we're trying to learn here as the basics. You know your head's exposed, and you know that they're going to probably take the bait and fire for it. So coming here, blocking, and throwing a counter almost immediately is exactly what we're training to do. Plus, like I was saying before, just to reiterate a little bit, is you always want to put your stick in a position that you can fire from, right? Because if you throw this, the flat snap comes up, you block it and come back, and then fire the same shot again. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's something that they can anticipate. and you're just losing time versus boom, block, offside. It's a lot faster, a lot more smooth, and smooth is good, slow is smooth, smooth is quick. So take your time through this. Make sure that you really focus in on just taking it nice and slow at first. Flat snap, house, offside, tent, flat snap, house, offside, tent. And then as you get more comfortable with it, throw in some footwork as you're moving side to side. Alright? And visualize what's open as you're doing it. If you have a mirror, that's key. You can't see it, but there's actually a mirror right there that I like to watch my shield, especially as I'm throwing that flat snap. A lot of times I'll throw it and I'll come off center, which makes it really susceptible to offside shots or thrusts and stuff like that. So there's a few quick tips on what you can try to do as a pet on your Pell. That drill itself really fundamentally changed how I fight today. So just realizing that I can block, counter, really changed the dynamic of my fights, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. So if you have any questions or anything like that, like I said before, hit me up in the comments or message me. I'm here to help.